In Fallout 3, Smith Casey's garage is sitting on top of a whole-ass vault, and it's an important stop on the trip to find your dad. You are greeted by a robo-brain urging you to put on your vault jumpsuit and hop into the available Tranquility lounger. You're transported to an idyllic village frozen in time. It's black and white, representing Americana in all its glory. A jaunty tune bumbles along as you take in the sights. Indeed, this is paradise, and it would be foolish to assume otherwise. Betty is at the center of it all, watering the plants and waiting for you to approach. She wants to play a game. She asks you to simply make Timmy cry. He's had it too good for too long at the top of his lemonade empire, and it's time you took him down a notch. You have options here. You could just punch Timmy in the face, but that's too easy. You can convince him that his parents are getting a divorce and it's all his fault, but that hits a little too close to home. You can kill one or both of his parents, but that's boorish and unbecoming. Instead, you tell him that his parents are tired of his shit and they want to ship him off to military school to set him straight. There's a brochure on his family's dining room table. Showing it to him is all it takes to make him weep.
I don't want to leave my mommy.
Returning to Betty, she congratulates you on your triumph over your enemies. Her next task is to rip a marriage apart. Once again, you have some options. The Rockwells are happily joined in matrimony, but to rupture that perfect love, you can simply convince Janet that her husband is a lousy cheater. You suck at talking, so you'll need some evidence to support your claim. In the Simpson household, there is some lingerie lying on the bed. Stealing it, you can plant it on Roger's desk before telling Janet. Suppose you want to make Roger leave his wife. In that case, you can read her journal and discover that Janet has a growing hate for Martha Simpson and fantasizes about clubbing her to death with a rolling pin. You can follow through with her wishes by grabbing the rolling pin and doing it yourself. Showing the bloody rolling pin to Roger, he will believe Janet snapped and killed Martha, causing him to rethink his relationship. The next part of Betty's game involves killing Mabel Henderson. There are no rules as long as you are more creative than just punching her to death. There are a few ways to accomplish this. Her oven can be rigged to explode when she goes to bake a pie. A roller skate can be positioned so that she falls down the staircase. Her robot can be reprogrammed to treat her as a threat, but you decide to go with loosening the chandelier hanging above her hallway, crushing her as she walks under it. Betty's final game is to don the legendary garb of the pint-sized slasher and take out the entire neighborhood with their blade. Ultimately though, you decide to end this by doing the right thing. Tranquility Lane and its residents are being tortured by Betty, who is actually renowned vault tech scientist Stanislaus Braun. They are constantly killed and resurrected for his enjoyment. If you leave without freeing them, it will continue for potentially centuries. You can't release them from the Tranquility Loungers without killing them, so the next best thing is to end their suffering. Triggering the failsafe in the abandoned house will cause a military program to run that removes the safety guards for the users. If they are killed in the simulation, they are then killed for real. This is the only way to ensure that Dr. Braun's reign will end, and his subjects can be freed. He designed it all so he would be immune to this failsafe. He cannot be killed and is now condemned to his creation, alone, for all of time. Braun tells you the dog at the playground was your father the whole time. Sweet. Had we not come along, you can only assume Dad would have stayed a cyberdog forever.